Congratulations, everybody. After today, your first week is complete. So, 50 to 100 Cobra press-ups. It's an active recovery day, but why are we doing this and not something else? Reason is, a Cobra press-up is a great yoga move to open up especially the abs, the low back, the rib cage, the hip flexors, everything. It's also a spinal decompression. Anytime you've had any pinched nerves or pinched joints or anything like that in the low back, this is great for spinal decompression. Plus, you really get a good way to really keep the core under a little bit of tension, and it works that lower back as well as you press through. So, Cobra press-ups. It's a great way to kind of build even a little bit more of an upper body exercise here, but working on especially, like I said, that stretching out of that stuff. If you add up how many reps you did over the previous 6 days and how much time they were under so much tension, this is massive. This is a huge way to really kind of recover from that. That's why that recovery run we did a nice little calorie burn. Today we're still staying active and teaching the abs to relax and go back to their full relaxed state, and that's why we do. That's why I try and add in a lot of GHD sit-ups, toes to bar, things like that, or even like those hyper-extended sit-ups to work on it. This way, moving up to my knuckles, you can even grab a pair of dumbbells. Gets you a little bit more extension versus moving the hands back towards the hips. You can even have a band to the lower back if you want a little bit more pressure and really trying to decompress any spinal nerves back underneath that low back coming through the lumbar into that sciatic area. So I say all those spinal nerves, and I mean everything that's wrapped around it there. There's a ton to go into it, but I digress, going into all that stuff and the nerves and things like that. But like I said, going back to the abs, really focusing on getting that extension phase, moving through everything, that full range of motion. Full range of motion is huge when you're trying to build strength, and a lot of that for bodybuilders as well. And I say that because you want to try and pump up the muscles. You want to try and make things strong in that full range of motion, but you also want a little bit of size. As I kind of touched on to it when I talked about the heavier sit-ups, adding actual size will really help definition. And I don't mean you're going to get massively bulky, but having just a really flat core, that washboard stomach that a lot of us see, or that you see a lot of high endurance athletes, marathon runners, half marathons, endurance athletes that are running, even swimmers, right? They have very flat stomach, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they have abs. Building those little ridges, those little ripples in your core is what gives you the definition, and then you get the shadow effect that actually makes it look like you have a 4-pack, 6-pack, 8-pack, or even and some very genetic freaks and bodybuilders and stuff like that sit super lean, getting into that. We're starting to see those obliques.
This year they got that big Thor-looking motherfucker.
While we try and stay extremely functional in our movements in these, trying to get a little bit more of that bodybuilder pump, a little bit more of that bodybuilder definition. It's not all just about the nutrition effect. That is very important, so don't stray from that. So make sure you're still getting those good solid calories. You want to get most of your nutrients from food versus trying to do anything from supplementation. Supplementation isn't horrible, but supplementation should happen after your nutrition is dialed in. So stay on top of it, everybody. Your weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow. No day off.